Scarlight here, and welcome to day 5 of Trail Titans versus the OU. Had a fantastic day yesterday. We are definitely climbing back up. Hopefully that trend continues. And without further ado, let's get on with the battles. First matchup here, it looks to be a Sticky Webs team with Ribombee, Clogsire, Anomalous, Cinderace, Gholdengo, and Dragapult. So very scary. Let's go lead off with Trickster here. Go for the triple axle. I believe we are faster yet. We are Scarf. So if we get all these 3 hits off, we should OHKO. And unfortunately we do not. But they don't have the greatest switch-ins into triple axle, and we missed the next one, unfortunately. We're just going to go into Granny here. On the potential nasty pot, I would guess. Yeah, no, just straight for the make it away. We can take that, and now we can just go for the air power. But Sasuke really actually benefits from these sticky webs here, as they will just go back into Ribombee, which does make sense. I'm guessing they go for a Moonblast here. So I don't really know who to switch into. That's the issue. So we are probably just going to go Fiona. I think Fiona can definitely take 2 Moonblasts, as they will opt to go for Switcheroo, which I did not expect, honestly. So we can just go for the IV Cudgel here, no reason not to, as they will go for the U-turn. We'll find out if the Clogsire is unaware or if it's Water Absorb, if they go straight on into it. If not, we can probably see Dragapult. It is the Dragapult, so we get a lot of damage off. I do not mind going back into Granny here. We should be able to take one Draco Meteor, as they are physical and go for the Dragon Start, and unfortunately Granny goes down, which is very unfortunate. That's so unfortunate. But we can just go into Trickster here maybe, but with the sticky webs up, it's gonna be very hard to come back from this. But we will just actually go into Sasuke, as we will get the speed boost. We can just opt to go for Substitute here. Can definitely see the switch out maybe into Gholdengo, and then we can Teleblast. So we'll see what they will want to do. They do just opt to stay in, and they do go for a Dragon Dart, and it's confirmed to be Clear Body. Okay. Very scary situation here. It could be Choice Banded. We can just go for the Glare, so we get, unfortunately, gonna have to let Sasuke go down. But now we can just go probably into Joey here. Go into Joey, go for the Shell Smash. See what the opponent wants to do. They do want to stay in. We can take the Dragon Dart. We get our speed up by 1.5, so we're on 348. So we're not the fastest, but we're definitely faster than a Dragapult. We get the KO on the Dragapult. They're most likely going to go to a Ribombee here. But they also could be more modest and adamant than Jolly, because it is a Sticky Webs team. It's going to be very hard to come back, but it's definitely not impossible. Tier looks very good late game too. Just need to be royally off the Clogsire, because it most likely has Toxic, as they will go into Cinderace. We will just switch out here, save Joey, and then they will opt just to go for the U-turn. They will bring Gholdengo in. We will actually Telewater here, go for the Carmine, as they will opt to go for Shadow Ball. That does a lot of damage, very offensive, could even be Clue Specs. We will just go for the Shadow Ball here, as they will opt to go for Nasty Plot. Can we get the KO? No, we barely miss out on the KO. We should be able to take one more Shadow Ball, as they do Tera Normal. Oh, that's some interesting tech right there. And unfortunately, we will go down. We can just bring in Trickster here, and Trickster should still be faster than nearly everyone else. So we will just go for the knockoff here. get the Gholdengo down, as it reveals to be Rocky Helmet, so it was very, very defensive. But yeah, I think from this position, unfortunately, we have lost. Maybe if I went Joey against the Rabombi, we will just stay in here, as they will just go for Moonblast, get the KO. We can go into Fiona here. We can just go for the Trailways, as they're most likely going to Moonblast, yep. And they do get the special attack drop on us, which doesn't really matter. Our speed will go back to normal now, but we are still slower. And yet, that's GG, unfortunately. I think next time what we could do is just Shell Smash and then Rock Blast against the Sticky Web team. So very handy information to know, and let's go into the next one. The next matchup here in very, very threatening team with probably a Choice Scarf Staraptor, which is very scary. Dragonite, Iron Val, Kingambit is always a massive threat, Serperior and Roaring Moon. Go lead off with Trickster in case they lead off with Staraptor. We will just go straight for the triple axle here. Hopefully we hit every single hit and get the KO. And we do, which is fantastic. That Mon is out the way as we force in the Kingambit. We will just go into Fiona here, because they're most likely go Swords Dance. Yep. We can just now go for the low kick and get the KO on the Kingambit, which is fantastic. Awesome start, as they will go to Serperior. And we can bring in maybe Granny here on the Leaf Storm. We should be able to take a Leaf Storm, then a Dragon Pulse, as unfortunately they do miss the Leaf Storm. We can just now go for the Fickle Beam, as they will opt to go for Leaf Storm again. Unfortunately we do not get the double power, but there's still a chance, as they will go for Leaf Storm yet again. And they're most likely going to go for Dragon Pulse here, but I don't mind Granny going down, as no, they might not have it. So Granny does take down the Serperior, which is fantastic. Iron Val will now come out. I am just going to go Terry here and go straight for the Giga Drain, as they will opt to stay and go for Swords Dance. So it is a very physical Iron variant. We can just stay in here, go for Giga Drain, as we can take a close combat, which is fantastic. We get the KO on the Iron Val. And Roaring Moon will now come in. We have to stay in here and Fickle Beam, as they will opt to Dragon Dance, which does make sense. We do get the double power, but we are Choice Scarf as well. So now we can just go into Trickster, and we can just go for the foul trick here. Just do not want to miss on the triple axle. We get the KO. Dragonite will now come in. We can just go into Tia, as they will have to go for Dragon Dance. We can just go for Strength Sap here. Just keep going for Strength Sap. And this should be GG. So a very, very clean victory. Very, very worried with the team there as well, as they will now opt to go for Ice Spinner, which is completely fine, as we can just go back to full HP. I do not mind going for the Mokugoku now. Just hope to get the burn. Unfortunately, we do get the miss. And yeah, so we will just keep going for Strength Sap. So the game's still definitely not over yet. Massive threat Dragonite is, especially now it has revealed the Ice Spinner. So we will just go for the Mokugoku here, and then hope for the ban. Do we get it? No, we do not. We can now just go for Strength Sap, as we do take a hit. Go for the Strength Sap, get back to full. We can now just go for the Mokugoku again, as they will opt to Dragon Dance. So in a very, very scary position, as we do get the burn, which should just spell GG. Because now we can just take the Ice Spinner, just go for a couple of Shadow Balls now. And yet really wear this Dragonite down, and just go for one more Shadow Ball, and that's GG. Nice 5-0 right there. Good cooks by Tia at the end, and let's go into the next one. Matchup here, some very, very scary ones, especially being the Heatran. They've also got the Great Tusk, Ogerpon, Anomalies, Clefable, and Hoopon-Bound. I should lead off with Sasuke here, and just go straight down, just turn 1 Terrestrialize and Terrablast. Get rid of the Heatran, which is fantastic for us, as they will now opt to go into Hooper Unbound. It's most likely going to be a mix-up. We don't really have the greatest switch-ins into this one. So I'm going to try to go into Granny in this situation, because Granny seems our weakest member, as they will go for a Hyperspace Hole, which is physical, so it's a more physical Hooper this time, that way against them. And we can just go straight for the Fickle Beam, as they will go for another Hyperspace Hole. But now we can just force the switch out, and honestly just go for Swords Dance. As that's what they will do. We now will have the Trailblaze, and yep, we are looking in a fantastic spot right here, as they will encore us into Trailblaze, so we will not get the sweep, but we will get down a crucial member of the opponent's team, which is fantastic. Could also see the Clefable if it is unaware. As yes, now they will go to the Anomalies, but I'm actually going to stay in here, Trailblaze, see how much we are doing. We are doing over almost 50%, as they will go for the Moonblast. They do get the special attack drop, which really does not matter. And we probably would want to save Fiona, but we don't really have a switch into the Moonblast, which is the issue. So I'm actually just going to let Fiona go down here onto the Moonblast. But then we can just bring in Trickster and just go for the U-turn, which is going to really benefit us. And now we can actually go into Joey. Go into Joey here. And Joey might be able to get a late game sweep, as they will go into Fable. We can test out right now if it's unaware, as they will go for Cosmic Power, so it does seem to be unaware, which is quite scary. And we will just go for the Bullet Seed now, as yeah, that's definitely unaware, so we might actually lose from this point. Because I really don't know what we could do. We could actually go into Sasuke here, go for the Glare, and then start going for substitutes. So go for the substitute right here, as they will keep Cosmic Power, and we can just go for the Leaf Storm. Did not expect the Cosmic Power set, to be honest. I don't know really what we could have done to stop this though. Let's find out, as we will get the full power, which is very fantastic for us. We get our max special attack. We can now just start going for, yep, we can just go for the substitute again, as they will most likely try to, yep, so they was go probably for the store power there, so we go try to stall the store power out. So we just go for substitute again, as they will have to go for store power. Just wait on the fully power. I hope we get it. As they will keep going for store powers. I think this is our last substitute. Yep. Which is a bit unfortunate. We can now just go for Teleblast, as they will opt to go for store power, get the KO. But we can actually just go into Trickster, right? Go for the knockoff. But the last move is probably definitely a Moonblast, as they will Telesteel, which I did not expect. We get the leftovers off, and we do get the fully power on. So we just go for the knockoff again, as they reveal Flamethrower. So what we could actually do here, go into Tia, then go back into Trickster. So yeah, I still really don't want this battle to be over just yet. I really hope we can come back from this, and then we can just opt to go for the U-turn, go back into Tia, and then go for the Machigacha here, as they will predict us to go back into Trickster. We will now switch out, and we've got 8 turns of this year left of predicting, because once the store power goes, that will be fantastic for us. As we will actually stay in here, go for the Flower Trick, because it ignores all the defenses. And we do get it very, very low, as they do predict us to stay in. Now they can just go for the Store Power here. As unfortunately for them, they do get fully powered. We can just go for the Strength Up. Get the attack lowered, as they will opt to go for the Moonlight. We can just go for the Strength Up again, because I think as long as we lower their stats, we'll be able to lower the power of Store Power. I'm not too sure if that's how it works or not, but we can find out. As they will just keep going for Flamethrower, we can just keep staying in here, go for Strength Up. Because even with max defense, we should actually outgrind this mon. As they will keep opting to go for Flamethrower, which is completely fine. As we will just keep getting their attack lowered and lowered. We can just keep going for max reactions now. Get the crits, which is nice, get a bit of health back, as they will off to Store Power, and no, it's not how it works. So we will just go for the knockoff here, as they can just Flamethrower. Unfortunately, that is GG. And let's go into the next one. Oh no, it's not. We get the quit. Wow, I did not expect that. But it all comes down. Oh, can we actually be faster than Torterra? We can go for the Bullet Seed here. We are faster. So it all depends if it's Ice Spinner and if Ice Spinner can KO us. They do have the Ice Spinner, but we do actually live. Is Joey coming back on top again? Wow, I did not expect this whatsoever. It all comes down if we can KO the Hooper with Bullet Seed or not, as they are faster, which is unfortunate. GG, very, very close game. Did not expect that at all, and let's go into the next one. Next game here, we have a Tinkaton, a Garganacl, and Galarian Slowking. We do have see the Dragapult, the Great Tusk, and the Sizzle. Go lead off with Trickster, predicting the Dragapult. Could also see the Garganacl. It'd be a bit tougher to lead with Tinkaton. Joey looks phenomenal this game. If we can safely switch it in at some point and just go for Shell Smash, we probably need KO the Sizzle though for that to work, as they do lead off with Tinkaton. So we'll just go for the nice U-turn here. See what they will want to do. But then we can just go into Tia and start going for a couple of Carmines. Because Tia actually looks phenomenal this matchup too. So we'll see what they will want to do. But getting rid of the balloon as well will be very, very crucial. But oh, that was such a close last game. If we outsped, we might have won, but we could not Shell Smash on the Great Tusk. But yeah, Joey really did try there, which was awesome to see. As they will pickpocket our Choice Scarf, which is fine for this game in particular. Because we can now just go to Tia, see what move they lock themselves into. It is Stealth Rock, so we can just go straight for the Carmine. If they want to bring in Dragapult, we can always just tell her. Yeah, Tia looks phenomenal this matchup. As they will go into Garganacl, we can just go for the Makagotcha here. As they do not tell her, I thought they would have towered. And we do see the Soul Cure. And we just can go for the Makagotcha again. They could be like Terra Water instead of Terra Steel. As they will just go back into Tinkaton, which does make sense. And we do not get the burn, but that is completely alright. And Gigaton Hammer should not be doing too much to us, as they will just go straight for the knockoff. But we can now just go for the Strength Up, and they are locked into knockoff. So Pickpocket I don't think really helped in that situation there. We can just go for the Strength Up, get back nearly to full, and then just go for the Makagotcha at this point, or the Shadow Ball. As they will bring back in Garganacl. We do get the special defense drop as well. We can just go for the Makagotcha now. They'll most likely go try Gigaton Hammer. But Tia gets 1 KO, which is fantastic. And unfortunately, Soulcure stays. Soulcure is such an amazing move. But yeah, so it is going to wear us down over time. But it shouldn't be too bad. And we could definitely see the Dragon pull Tia. But getting rid of Garganacl really helps this team out a lot too. Maybe we could see the Scizor too. And potential Bullet Punches. I don't know, we'll have to wait and see, as the opponent will go into Galarian Slowking. Did not expect Galarian Slowking. We can just go for the Shadow Ball here. As they reveal Toxic, which is interesting because you don't normally see Toxic that much. We can just go for Shadow Ball again. Tia will get a KO, as they will go into Tinkaton. Barely miss out on the KO. And yeah, I think here, unfortunately, Tia will go down to the Soulcure, but we get rid of 2 members, which is fantastic for us. Right here, we haven't even used our Teller yet, which is fantastic as well. So we could actually just go into Granny here, as they will go into Dragon Pull. We can just Terra Water here. I see no reason not to, and just go straight for the Pickle Beam. Because it's going to be very, very hard for them to take KO Granny from this position. As they will opt to just go for the U-turn, which does make sense. And we will get our Pickle Beam off. Unfortunately, we don't get the double in power, but we do have the air power. They are most likely going to either switch out again or Toxic. But yeah, these have been so close games at the moment, as they will switch back into Dragon Pull, and we get the crit, which is a bit unfortunate for them, but we can just go for the air power again, because of that. As they unfortunately do miss their Draco, but we wear a Soul Fest and we do get the KO. So yeah, it's going to be very, very hard for them to KO Granny from this position. Bit worried about the Scizor that does come in. We could predict here them going for Swords Dance, so I think that's what I'm going to do, and actually go into Fiona. As they will go for the Swords Dance, we can now just go for the Ivy Cudgel. They have to go for the Bug type move and not Bullet Punch here, as we do get a lot of damage off as we force the U-turn, which is actually fantastic and revealed to be Life Orb. So we do not need to worry about the Scizor now, as they will bring in back Slowking. We actually could just go into Joey here and just opt to just go for Earthquake. No reason not to. Gets the KO on the Slowking, and then we can really wear down the Great Tusk as well. As we will get the KO on the Slowking, which is fantastic. Definitely could see the Great Tusk coming in here. We can always just switch out to Granny. No, they will just go into Scizor. We can just go for the Earthquake. And yet the last member is the Great Tusk. We can just stay here, go for Bullet Seed. If it's offensive, it might be able to take, yeah, it's defensive. As they will opt to go for the Bulk Up, so they really are not trying to give up yet. They are most likely going to go for the Rapid Spin here, which is actually quite scary for a nice reverse sweep for them, as they will go for the Rapid Spin. So Bulk Up, Rapid Spin, Ice Spinner, and yep, they do have the Ice Spinner. We can go into Granny. Granny should be able to take a +1. I don't think we forced their Terra out yet though. So actually just go at... Oh, we was going to go for the air power there, but luckily they went Terra Steel and we do get the KO. GG, very intense game right there. And let's go into the next one. It's our next matchup here, very scary team, with Kira, Galarian Slowking, Great Tusk, Hisuian Samurott, Goldango, and Thunderous. Go lead off with Trickster. I'm predicting either the Great Tusk or the Galarian Slowking. It is the Galarian Slowking. We will just go for the knockoff here. Pretty free. It is very free here, as they will opt to go into Great Tusk. We knock off maybe we knock off leftovers. It could have been Rocky Helmet. We can go into Tia now, as they will go for the Stealth Fox. We can just go for a nice free Calm Mind here. And we can just go for the Shadow Ball. And yeah, Tia again looks like a massive threat to the opponent, as they will opt to go for the Focusite. They can go into Sui and Samurott now, but we can just Telewater, go for the Calm Mind. As they will go for the Seaforth Edge, we can just get another Calm Mind up here. And we can take the Focusite very well. Now we can just go for the Mokugocha. And the massive threat at the moment to Tia is the Thunderous. We barely missed out on the KO. I thought we would have KO'd there. We will actually go for the Strength Sap and really want to keep Tia healthy. Go for the Strength Sap and then let them go for the Seaforth Edge again and get a bit more recovery, which is fantastic for us. As they will now go to Thunderous, we can just go for Shadow Ball. That looks maybe to be Choice Specs, but nothing really wants to come in to a +2 Shadow Ball here. As we get the KO on the Galarian Slowking, they will bring back in Thunderous. If they are Choice Specs, we can just go into Joey here, which I think is what we're going to do. Yep, and now we can go for the Shell Smash, as they do switch out. So if that was Choice Specs, we definitely made a really good play there. We can now just go for the Bullet Seed. This will get the KO on the Great Tusk, which is fantastic. As he will bring back in Thunderous, we do have the Rock Blast. So that really does not matter. And we get the KO, which is fantastic. And we force the Terra out too. And they forfeit, so Joey gives us a nice late game sweep right there. Awesome to see, and let's go into the next one. And here's our last game here. We have Raging Bolt, Cinderace, Great Tusk, Superior, Iron Boulder, and Primarina. Massive threats here. Going to lead off with actually Fiona, predicting the Cinderace or the Great Tusk. They do just go into Cinderace. They will most likely go for U-turn here. So we will just go into Tia, predicting that, which is fantastic. Yep, which is very good. So I don't know who they could go into. They do decide to go into Raging Bolt, which does make a lot of sense. I'm actually going to go for the Calm Mind here. Raging Bolt's such a massive threat to the team. So we actually just stay in, go for Shadow Ball, as they will Terrifying Terra Blast. They KO Tia, which is very unfortunate. Oh, that's so cool, but so scary at the same time. We could actually go into Fiona here. Go for the Telewater. Oh no, but then again, they can just Thunderclap at that point. But yeah, we will Telewater Ivy Cudgel. I think I was going to go for Swords Dance, but I don't think that's the correct play at all. As we will force them to go into Thunderbolt, which does get the KO on us. We can now go into Trickster. And we can just go straight for the Flower Trick here, should KO from this range. As they will just go for the Thunderclap. Get the KO, which is fantastic. But yeah, we are not looking too good at the moment, but there still is a chance. Still is a chance. As they will go into Great Tusk. We've already forced the Terra out, so we will just stay in a Flower Trick here. As they will go off to go for the Rapid Spin. We are Choice Scarf, so that does not matter. We get the KO on the Great Tusk, which is fantastic. But now they definitely know we are Choice Scarf. Definitely could see Superior here, so we have to switch out into Granny, unfortunately. But Joey looks incredible late game here. As they will opt to go for the Leaf Storm, we can just go for the Fickle Beam. They do have the Dragon Pulse. And they are life orb, which is actually very handy to know, because now we can just let Granny go down here. They might predict us to double switch out to try reserve Granny, but I don't think there's no need to. Yep, they will just go for the safe play, but we can now just go back into Trickster, go for the foul trick yet again, get the KO, which is fantastic for us, as they will now go into Cinderace, which unfortunately we don't really have a switch out into, so we can just go for the foul trick, as they will opt to U-turn, which I did not expect. They will go into Primarina here. So what we can do, we can just go into Sasuke, go for the substitute. See what they want to do. Most likely the Moonblast. No, they do carry the Ice Beam. So we have to go for Leaf Storm here, which doesn't get the KO, and Ice Beam definitely go KO us, which is unfortunate. We can now just go into Joey, go for the Bullet Seed, and get the KO, but I think this is GG, as they will go into Cinderace. The only hope we have here if they miss Parabol. So we'll just go for the Shell Smash now, as they do not miss the Parabol, and get the KO. GG, very, very close. Very good games today, same wins as losses, and I'll see you on the MVP screen. Back on the MVP screen, and today's MVP Fiona has been overthrown by Joey with 29 KOs, and wow, what can I just say? This mon is just incredible. Getting the Shell Smash off on the right time with the combination of just grass, ground, and rock moves. It's very, very hard for one single Pokemon to really take them three types of moves, which is awesome to see. So glad Joey eventually got MVP. It was definitely climbing up slowly, and it's so awesome to see today that Joey has definitely made it to the MVP screen. Don't know if it will stay or not. Fiona is only three KOs behind, so it's definitely going to be a battle between them two at the moment. But we've had some really, really good games today. 3 wins, 3 losses, not too bad. Nice 50-50. Yeah, it's just been absolutely incredible so far. Again, really nice to scout for the choice specs on the Thunderous that game. If we ever see Ribombee Sticky Web team again, I think we'll just go lead off with Joey, so we can just get the Shell Smash off and then go for the Rock Blast and really start controlling the game from there. Unfortunately, we did miss our 3rd triple axel that would have killed the Ribombee in our first game. Did not expect the terrifying Raging Bolt either. But yeah, with all that said, I hope you enjoyed. Are you surprised that Joey's the MVP for today? Do you want Joey to stay the MVP, or do you want Fiona to claim back the title? And yep, if you liked the video, please leave a like, comment and subscribe, and most importantly, enjoy the rest of your day.